yards in. Aggressive players can try to cut the angle and cover those 3 fairway bunkers right. If they do, they'll be left looking at an uphill approach to a plateaued green surrounded by 3 of the toughest bunkers on the course. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in a really good position here on the par 5. Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. Okay, that one cleaned up without any issue, and that is a par. So after the uphill approach at the par 5 third, we get another uphiller at the 4th. This one, a par 4 at 406 yards. Bunkers the issue off the tee. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, and another 2 more for good measure up at this elevated green. A good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
We have 124 yards left to the hole, and the pin on the back portion in the left-hand side of this green.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really, outside chance for birdie.
No, I think he knew it right when it left the putter face. Didn't get that far enough out to the right. 1 under on the day. Now to the 5th at 495 yards, a visually intimidating hole. You'll want to play right of the bunkers on the downhill tee shot, and from there a tough angle awaits over a cascading pond to a green, which leaves little room for error. Yeah, that's in the fairway. It's a long way back there, but a good, safe shot. Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second. How good are these players? It lands it on the putting surface from a million miles away and still manages to hold the green. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. So after a heck of a putt to get it to tap in range, he finishes that off for his par. The 6th hole now, a par 4 at 391 yards. Another hole with an uphill element to it. A fairly narrow landing spot leads to a green with bunkers left and right. And that short left bunker is a deep one that'll likely leave you with no direct view of the flag. Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. Okay, that's acceptable there. 12 feet still to go. Not a problem. That's in for birdie. That score moves to 2 under par. On now to the par 3 7th, 205 yards long. 3 deep bunkers protecting the front of this green, which is in fact the largest on the course. In fact, it's so big that Arnold Palmer once said he could land his plane on it. That one safely on the putting surface. Substantial movement on this putt right to left, and it's from distance, so this one not just about speed, but line as well. Well, if that ball never really got rolling, that's going to come up a good 10 feet short. Now, we've seen folks hang that putt out to the right. It does not move as much as you think, and that goes on by. -1 for the day. We come now to the 8th hole, a par 4 at 490 yards. This hole bends slightly left to right with 4 bunkers in play off the tee, 2 on each side. But a drive in the fairway will leave you an approach to another giant green with 3 newly renovated bunkers surrounding it. This one working up the right side.
That's a fairly decent break. Ball managing to finish up in the first cut as opposed to the rough. The only thing really to worry about now is whether the ball spins or not. Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
We turn to Notavigay III for this look at birdie.
Yeah, this is when he's got to get just right. It's a tough putt, moving back to his right.
Yeah, that'll wind up underneath the hole. Needed a little more left to right, maybe a touch more pace as well. So we'll finish that off for his par to remain 1 under for the round. Precision is the key here at the 9th, a par 4 at 496 yards. You'll encounter a narrow fairway in the landing area with 1 bunker left and 3 more to the right. The water right shouldn't be in play for most on the approach, but this is a tough green to handle as it slopes pretty sharply from left to right.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
So he may need to choke up on this one as he gets set for his second.
Ball's on the green, I know that, but I'm looking at the flag, and I don't see the ball by the flag.
Yeah, you see so many of these long putts like that come up short. It's just hard mentally to hit the ball much firmer. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's in for par here at the 9th. The backside, beginning with the 10th, 444 yards. It's another slightly uphill par 4, again with a number of bunkers left and right of the landing area. This started toward the left side.
Smoked that drive. A little unlucky, actually, to get into the first cut.
So no real problems here with the lie. It's his second from that first cut. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
So we'll tidy that up for his par, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. On to the 11th at 430 yards of par 4. This one features a narrow landing zone with 2 bunkers left of the dogleg that must be avoided. From there, should be a short iron into a heart-shaped green. Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. Perfect spot to play this second. Middle of the fairway.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that. That's going to leak out to the right and trickle away. Not the right read there. Cleans that up in the hole. Forward now to the 12th, the first of 2 long par 5s here on this backside. This one, a stout 634 yards. It features a narrow tree-lined fairway that gently slopes downhill.
apart from the sheer distance, the other feature that prevents most from trying to get home in two is the large pond that sits immediately in front of the green. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Frank, what happened there?
It's just a flyer, Rich. Ball wasn't sitting all the way down in the rough. He got enough loft on it, and actually, it's a pretty good swing. The ball was never going to stop.
Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. Stuck in between two 600-yard plus par fives is this little gem, the 13th at 170 yards. Water is definitely on your mind as you see the big split level pond left of this green, but those bunkers short and right, no fun either. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
So that's in for his par, and he'll remain even for his round. Well, if you thought the 12th at 634 yards was long, wait till you check out the 14th. It's another par 5, though this one is, in fact, 15 yards longer at 649. Fortunately, there's no water on this hole, but what it lacks in hazards, it makes up for in bunkers, as you'll find a cluster of them near the landing zone and another group up near the green.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's two good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. This from 7 feet. Okay, looking for that breakthrough to get into red figures, but just a par there as he'll remain right where he started at even. We alternate par 5s and par 3s on the backside here, as that brings us to the long par 3 15th at 234 yards. Getting the ball over the pond, front and left of this green, is obviously job one. But getting the ball to stop from that far back can often be another matter. That one was running so high. Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad. Yep, good solid stroke there and a nifty up and down out of the green side bunker. The 16th hole here at Wilmington really shows off some of the beautiful trees on this Audubon certified course. They line both sides of this 393-yard par 4. The two-tiered green gives you something to think about on your approach because a miss there can leave you with a very unwieldy putt. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. 70 yards. All that's left here for his second. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. A birdie putt now at 16.
And he's got to be happy where this ball went up. Just slightly uphill, looks almost dead straight.
Not quite online, and that'll drift a couple feet by. So he'll finish that off for his par, and it's going to keep him level for his round. The 17th hole is another ball striker's test. This a par 4 at 419 yards. It's gently sloping downhill all the way, though. Be careful with your tee shot because it could run out into one of those three bunkers to the right.
Excellent position here, just somewhere between 90 and 100 yards. Should be able to dial a wedge in nicely.
On to the 18th hole now, a tough hole to finish on, par 4 at 446 yards. All the things you've come to expect from a hole at Wilmington are here. A dogleg, bunkers in the landing area, trees, a large sloped green. All in all, a good way to encapsulate this round.
Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
So from just off the fairway, this his second.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for his par here at 18. And that will be a 1 under score